Hey guys, hopefully everybody can hear me. Got my ear pods in. So, I have so much to update everybody on, it's not even funny. I know I haven't made a video in a couple weeks. It's been absolute chaos since my last commission piece that I finished. Whew, talk about crazy. Anyway, I had actually done a video of what I wanted to do today, hence the reason this is still out, which some of those might still work, some are kind of dry out already, but yeah, people started interrupting me during my recording last time, so I'll make a new one. And as far as like all the adventures that have happened since recording, might as well update you guys. So after that commission piece that I had done, we ended up pulling my youngest to homeschool again because it's a way better fit for us, for her, like, especially just, she's a homebody. She loves being with her family. And the stuff they were teaching her in 3rd grade was the stuff I had already taught her in 1st from like all the years of homeschooling. Excuse me. So it was just, yeah. Just, we needed to go back to homeschooling. She is so freaking smart, and I'm just so excited and grateful that I have the opportunity that I do to be able to homeschool her. It's incredible. And so yeah, we've been working on getting back in the swing of things for homeschool. And then this last week, or about week and a half, my husband decided to surprise me with a lovebird. So now I have a lovebird, and her name is Rasta. Hi, Rasta. You gonna come out and say hi? Hi, honey. How are you? Well, now she's on the floor. You wanna come say hi? And then last week, all of the kids got their own pet. So Aiden decided he wanted a pink toe tarantula. Was I opposed to it? Abso-freaking-lutely. But that's the pet he chose. And then, where'd you go, Rasta? Come here. And then Cambria wanted a guinea pig. So we got her a guinea pig. And Madeline wanted a hamster for her first pet. So, and then Aiden named his tarantula Pandora. And then the cage is Pandora's box. And then Cambria named her guinea pig Pretzel. Well, her and her boyfriend named it Pretzel. And then Madeline named her hamster Bread Loaf because it looks like a little bread loaf. So cute. So yeah, it's been a wild adventure the past couple weeks. So I'm excited. Hopefully I can get back on track with making a daily video and painting again, because I'm still working on that big one with the, hi baby, with the leopard. And hi honey, how are you? You gonna come up here and say hi? Come on, Rasta. What was I saying? Hi honey. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so hopefully I can get that one finished, because I still have a bunch that I'm supposed to be doing for a gallery in Glens Ferry. So, and then I also have some more commission work coming up, so it's gonna be a crazy busy season. So, Rasta, oh, your little dish isn't there, huh? Hi, sweetie. He's a good bird. Here, let's put some of your toys back on the tray. I vacuumed it. And then here's your toy. Here's your toy. It's okay. There you go. You want to come here? You want to come here? Come on, Rasta. Who's a good bird? You want to get my arm? You want to get my arm? Come here, baby. Come on. Who's a good bird? Come on. It's okay. Come on. Good bird. Oh, yep, you're on my shoulder. Good bird. Okie dokie. So Rasta is a peach-faced Fisher lovebird. You want some treats? Rasta? You want your millet? You want some millet? Num, 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 num. All right. So, trying to give the bird some treats while it chills on my shoulder. Hi, honey. All right, so let's see. So the colors that I used, or that I had squirt out on my palette before, was this. So Mars Black, which is right here. We got orange, cadmium orange, which is one of my favorite oranges. Cadmium Yellow Deep, one of my favorite yellows. And then of course Vivid Pink, because I love Vivid Pink. And then we got some Titanium White, which was right here. I'll have to put more on there. And then I think Phthalo Turquoise, which should have been there. And then we got Primary Red, which would have been there. And the rest was just me mixing on the palette. So I'm gonna have to re-put some out. Actually, if I can open this one, I'll try to finish using this Titanium White from Golden. And today I just kind of want to play and do some cool abstract. I did get some inspiration for this piece off Pinterest. I just saw an image and I was like, ooh, I want to do something like that. So that's kind of where this is coming from for today, so you guys can see. And I tried to go to the dollar store today, you guys, to find more of these. And of course they don't have them and they don't know when they're going to get more. So there's that. But yeah, after today, oops, I guess that turquoise was a goner. Or after this, I'm going to go work on my bigger painting. And I feel like I'm slowly honing in on like colors that I want to be using for like my primary palette. Oh, I got that on my hand. Hi, Rasta. Who's a good bird? Do you want some more treat? Want some more of your millet? Here you go, baby. Good bird. That's a good bird. Yeah, hi, honey. Okay. So I made a huge mistake when I went this last weekend to take Aiden and Madeline to go, get their pets. And I was at the pet store. Aiden was picking up his tarantula and stuff. And I thought about getting some stuff for the cage and whatnot. Well, there was this cool coconut like toy thing. And I know I had read before the bird came in that like, you don't want any of those little bird huts or anything like that because it'll help like the bird basically like go into heat kind of thing, whatever, and get their hormones going and they'll start nesting. Well, I thought this coconut toy was going to be perfectly fine because it was like half coconut on top, half on bottom with like toys around it for it to play with. And I figured because it wasn't dark and enclosed that it wouldn't have an issue. And mind you, we did not know if it was a male or female. So needless to say, I found out the hard way that we have a female because that coconut toy triggered her to kind of go into nesting mode. And I had, mind you, I had already had her for about a week already. And she was already doing target training. She was already doing step up, stuff like that. So she was doing really, really good with the training. And then just out of nowhere, she literally was like biting my face, my ear, my neck. She did the same thing to my brother in the same night. And we're like, what the heck, dude? Like, I've been really calm. I move slow. Like, hi, Rasta. And I had no idea what was wrong with the bird, like why it was acting that way. Had no idea. And then I Googled it because I was like, well, what if the coconut is the problem? Like, what if that kind of set the bird on, oh, now you're going on my head. Good bird, Rasta, you silly bird. If it was like triggering the hormones. And when I looked it up, sure enough, the coconut, and because of the color, like all the things, it triggered the bird to basically go into mommy mode. So it's kind of been in the cage most of the day yesterday because I didn't, ow, no, we're not going to do that. I wanted to help get the hormones like back under control. And it seems like Rasta still has some issue with the biting. So Might have to put you back in there. Get back in your house. Back in your house. Come on. Go back in your house. Asta. Go in your house. Okay, apparently you're just gonna hang on to my head. Well, I thought that yesterday would be good to just let it be in the cage, but now it's chilling on my head. Who's a good bird, Rasta? Trying to redirect her to like eat the seeds instead of trying to nibble on my ear. Good bird. Because otherwise I gotta put her back in her cage for 3 to 5 minutes to kind of teach her, no, that's not gonna fly. No. No. Go back in your cage. Go. Go back in your cage. No. You don't bite. So yeah. Let's see. So now I gotta ignore the bird for 3 to 5 minutes. Okay. Well, I guess its hormones are still going. I don't know if it's like she's testing her boundaries too. I'm not 100% sure, but like I'm kind of thinking that's what's going on at the same time. So hopefully the hormone thing will chill out. No, I'm not going to let you out. You're not going to bite me. Okay. I feel bad putting it back in there, but like, gotta do what we gotta do, right? And it's funny because like all the stuff I've read, they say like obviously don't punish the bird because they don't learn from that. You have to like kind of ignore them and show them who's boss and just put them in timeout basically. So if it's gonna bite, it's not coming out to play. All right. Like I said, it's so weird because the bird was like super well behaved, super like chill. I mean, obviously if you were like calm and moving slow and everything and not sticking your hands near it and stuff like that, but like really, the bird went like crazy overnight. So, all right. So with this, I'm just gonna do like total abstract land, just kind of zone out and do my thing. That's another reason I really love doing these like abstract pieces in the morning, like before I get going on my actual like paintings, because it helps just like get me in my right brain. And I can do that without music. I would prefer with music, but I can do it even in silence. Like it doesn't hinder me from like painting and being creative and stuff in the flow, which is really cool. I love this yellow. Like, look how freaking bright that is. And I so badly want to talk to my little critter, but I can't. I have to ignore it. And I'm just going to make some random marks. And just kind of go with it. And this is also good, like, for as far as creative play, because then you're learning, like, the shapes that you like, the patterns you like. Sometimes you'll find colors that you absolutely love using together that you never would have used. So I absolutely love this as far as trying just different techniques, things like that. And then I've also learned to really listen to myself as far as like being more intuitive with it, and just kind of listening to myself. Like it said, you know, my brain kind of told me I want to make a line here. At first I was almost over here, but then it was like, no, do it over here. I don't know, things like that. I'm just learning to listen to myself and see what happens, because 9 times out of 10 it's amazing how it turns out, and it like blows my mind that that's even a thing. So yeah. And then, oh, what was it? I was just going to say something. I totally forgot. I guess I'm having brain fart kind of morning, I guess. It's like my brain wants to work, but I'm still like trying to wake up. And we've already done homeschool for the day this morning, which is awesome. And Maddie and I, like, we knock it out first thing in the morning, which is awesome. And she's very, very good about, like, working with me on it. Because, you know, sometimes kids just have a mind of their own and they don't want to focus or pay attention, but she does great. So I'm so thankful for that. She really does. Let's see. I guess I'm digging triangles today and Jenga, or not Jenga, Tetris squares. I don't know why. I'm just trying to use the rest of this yellow that's on my brush because I don't want to waste it. You guys hear Rasta like freaking out. Oh, I shouldn't have said its name. But yeah, needless to say, anyway, I found out that the bird is a female. And I didn't have to pay $45 for the testing. Excellent. Found out the hard way. But yeah, it was just nibbling on my ear a minute ago, so I was like, yeah, not doing that. But it's hard to like stay calm and not flinch or move when they do stuff like that. But like they say that's what you're supposed to do, is just stay as calm as possible and don't react or whatever. I don't know if I already said that or not. I think I meant to say it earlier when I was talking about it, but yeah. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting kind of close to knowing what it is that I, like, subject matter that I want to start focusing on to start a collection. And before, like, as I started painting, it seemed like I was really just testing different colors, testing different things to paint, subjects. I know that I'm not a fan of landscapes. That's one thing I'm not a fan of. That does not excite me. So I won't be doing any of those. I don't know. Some people are amazing and they can totally just, some people really enjoy landscapes and that's awesome. It's just definitely not for me as far as subjects. It's just, oh crumb. It's just not, doesn't speak to me. Not to say that I don't enjoy looking at beautiful paintings of landscapes. I just, yeah, it doesn't speak to me. So far what I've found that I do enjoy painting is portraits, florals, and animals. And like butterflies, things like that. So I think I'm gonna have to come up with some more sources and maybe focus on finding sources that have like the abstract backgrounds and the colors that I want to like build my palette with. It's just hard because I do enjoy painting like vintage styles and colors and stuff, like 60s, 70s. I really enjoy those color palettes, but then again, I also enjoy like this with a neutral, you know, with gold and pops of the black and the magenta with turquoise. What else was in that one? This grayish blue. Like, I love that color palette. So yeah, it's hard. I have a few color palettes that I enjoy. I have a few different styles I enjoy painting, even like the spray paint ones, the backgrounds I love doing. You can talk, honey. Do I what?
Do you have tape?
No, you used the last of my tape. We'll have to get some more from Walmart, honey. I'm sorry.
Why can't we just do it when we're in town?
Because we didn't think about it. I'll get it on the list, okay? You can start making me a list. There's that little, on the fridge, there's that pink one that has a magnet. You can add it to the list, okay?
Is that like orange thing, just like for cutting?
That's for scrapbooking.
What's scrapbooking?
Scrapbooking? I'll show you later. Okay? see. Okay, so this is pretty random. Nope, that's for this, honey.
Oh.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh well.
Said like the black was popping or something.
Oh yeah, I was talking about color palettes. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
So yeah, like I'm slowly figuring out the color palettes that I really like to work with, but I really need to figure out what it is subject wise and oh my goodness, color palette wise that I want to do for like my first actual collection. That's something that I really want to focus on. As soon as I get this painting finished, not the one I'm working on right now, but the big one. So I got a lot I need to get my butt in gear and get things going. It's just been a minute because it's like the whole transition of like going back to homeschooling, you know, trying to figure out our schedule together and how we're, you know, what we can do as far as time goes, and then get back on track with my filming schedule and whatnot. So yeah, that's fine. You can use that, honey.
Okay, but where is this?
Where's the end? Let me see. Let me see if I can find the end of it for you. I think that is it right there. Perfect.
Thank you.
So it's best after you use it just to fold the end like that, so that way you always know where it's at, okay? Okay. All right, back to my project. Let's see, what color do I want to do next? Maybe some turquoise. Maybe we can do like a block in right here. So yeah, it's just hard because I really love color, but I do, you know, have a couple artists that I follow that I really, really enjoy their artwork, and they don't necessarily have like a specific color palette they're always working with, but like every time they have, like each painting has its own color story, and it's very cohesive, and their style and their subject matter, you can tell who painted it regardless of the colors she's using. So like I have a feeling, because I love color so much, that that's going to be like something that I can navigate, because I was like thinking that, oh my goodness, I'm not going to have a cohesive body of work because I love color so much that like I can't just decide on one specific color story. But now going and thinking like, okay, I've seen her work, I love her work, I can tell it's her work because of her style. So it's not exactly just the color story she's using, it's the fact that she loves color, and she has specific color stories that she uses on all of her paintings. So I was like, okay, that clicks. But I guess if you're doing a collection, I can see where you would want to use a specific color family for that. So yeah. Yeah, I'm recording. Okie doke. What was I saying? So yeah, anyway. So I'm learning that it's not all about the color story. I mean, but there are also other artists that I do follow that have a specific color story, and they use it for pretty much every single painting they do. So I can see how it would be beneficial for some styles, or, you know, for some artists to work with just a specific color story. So you can, but you don't have to, which makes me happy because I love color. I love colors so much. So I just think that was incredible. That was kind of a little epiphany that I had yesterday, and I was like, oh my gosh, that takes so much pressure off of me. But as far as like coming up with my first collection, I do want it to have like a cohesive color story, color family, all the things, and kind of force myself to do it that way. because you, like, if you're gonna not do a cohesive color palette for a collection, your pieces better be like, I think it would come down to subject matter would have to really match. It would have to be very very cohesive. So I'm like trying to figure out what it is that I want to paint. And I think, and it's hard because I'm still doing so many different types of art and different paintings that like I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I'm obsessed with painting. So are you gonna be nice? Rasta, are you gonna be a good bird? Are you gonna be a good bird? I might let you back out, but you have to be nice, or I'm putting you back in there. So yeah, basically I just need to come up with several sources and just start knocking it out, especially because I do want to do the graduation from Milan Art Institute. Like I have to, I think it's like, don't you have to have like 75 or 79 cohesive pieces in a collection or something like that. So I really need to get on it because I really, really, really want to graduate from the program. And I still have that huge goal of converting the barn into the studio. So like half of it will be my actual studio. The other half will be for classes so that I can teach. And it's just a matter of saving up for that. It's probably going to be about $10,000 to remodel the barn. Because I have to actually put walls up, get it insulated, all the things, and get ductless, like, is it heating and air? Yeah, ductless heating and air in there. So, yeah, it's quite the project, but, oh, and get the electrical, like, kind of redone too. But it's all things that my husband and I can do, so it's, like, not stress about how to get it done. It's just a matter of the cost. So all the prints that get ordered, all the originals, everything's been put aside so that I can actually achieve that goal. And I also I do a print of the month club on my website. So if you go to my website and then click originals, you'll see the drop down for print of the month club. It's under monthly subscription, and you'll get an 8x10 print every month from me. And it's different every single month. So, it's pretty cool. I think it's fun. And then I'm going to try to do it this year where I send out like maybe even some stickers from my art that I've made with them, just as like cool little gifts, especially like around December and things like that. So I got all these little ideas. But yeah, you guys can definitely check that out. And of course, the link for my website's in the comments, or not the comments, in the description. It's just amandamartinezart.com. So it's super easy to go to. And all right, I think it's been 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe I can get the bird back out and see if it will behave. Are you gonna be nice? You wanna come out, Rasta? You can be a good bird? Are you gonna be a good bird? Come on. Rasta, step up. You wanna come out? Okay, well, I'll just leave it open for you so you can decide. But you gotta behave or I'm putting you right back in there. Okay, now I'm kind of feeling like these colors right here are giving me like street sign vibes. That's really funny. Or like construction. That's weird. I don't know why it's like going that route, but that's what I'm getting out of these colors. It's kind of funny. All right, let's see. Let's use some of this vivid pink. I'm doing like very geometric shapes today. I'm not quite sure why. Ooh, look at that. That vivid pink is so pretty. I love it. And I'm getting like low on my favorite colors. So it's been kind of cool too, seeing the colors I mainly use in my oils and my acrylics and stuff, because then it's kind of telling me like, oh, okay, so if these are the ones I'm almost out of, they're the ones that I lean more toward, which is kind of helping me to identify the colors that I prefer for like a color story. So I love turquoise. I love, or I'm sorry, yeah, the phthalo turquoise, and I love the vivid pink like so much. So these are definitely colors that I would lean more toward. But that last painting I did that I took down to Boise, I also love that color story, which is very like vintage, very 60s. So I don't know. I really enjoy color. I need to work more on learning about color theory, so that way I can convey what it is I'm wanting to convey. I really want to get better at that. And Talia Stanton, she actually suggested a really good book for like helping with color theory too. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta be careful. Rasta, where are you? Where are you? I don't want to run you over. Where is that book? Let me see. Rasta, where'd you go, cutie? Let me grab it. It's right here. Hi, Rasta. So this is Color Harmony Pantone Edition. And this is the one that she recommended, but it's actually pretty good. I got through like the first few pages, but I think it's really gonna help with as far as like different moods, like the colors that create different moods, the tones of the colors create different moods. Where are you, Rasta? So yeah, it's something else I really want to work on. And then, is it Karina? Karine? She's in, don't quote me guys, I think she's in Australia. I'm not sure. But she has a YouTube channel too. And I love the colors that she uses. They're very, very similar to this right here. So I'm very drawn to her artwork and Talia Stanton. So, and I do love painting like animals, butterflies, all the things, flowers, and they both do a lot of that. So it makes sense that I would really be drawn to their art because of the colors and the style of painting they do. It's just so much. Like there's so many ways that you can go in art, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface in exploration. And so, I mean, that is just incredible, the amount of things there are, like as far as mediums and styles, and it's just, careful, the bird's out, honey. What are you doing? Huh? No, not right now. Go put those back in your room and shut the door because the bird's out. Thank you. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. So anyway, I don't feel like I've like even scratched the surface with.
The bird is so cute.
Yeah, you can sit down if you want. With like different mediums and styles. Like I'm definitely trying the ones that I'm drawn to that I have come across so far, and I'm sure there's still going to be plenty more that I'll come across and be like, oh my gosh, I have to try this now and I have to try that. It's crazy. It's like endless.
I don't know why I'm so scared of bird.
Don't be scared. You can just sit down. It'll just hang out around you.
I'm just scared it will bite me.
No. You're fine. If it does though, you can't flinch and you can't scream, you can't do anything. You just gotta kind of be like, okay, it did this, and then I'll have to put it back in the cage.
You can ignore it in 4 to 5 minutes.
That's right. So yeah, I've just been trying different styles. I really like working with watercolor for like smaller pieces, but I don't I mean, some people incorporate watercolor in their bigger pieces, which is really cool. I don't think I've been that brave to try that just yet, but I might do it eventually when I get way more comfortable with watercolor. But I do like using it for like making smaller like pieces, you know? So that will be something I definitely want to try in the future too. But I'm thinking I'm gonna want to do a collection of floral pieces that have like some birds and butterflies, or just some abstract in the background, like you guys see me normally do, like just an abstract piece. Like if this was turned this way, vertical, or no, actually like this. I could do like an abstract like right here and then put some realistic flowers on there. I don't know. I've been thinking about doing something like that, but I also like to work very loose and free. So doing portraiture and things like that are very much more time consuming, I find my attention span is not like like I love it. I love how it turns out, but my attention is just like, okay, I'm over this after the first like session, I guess. Once I'm not in the like loose free portion of the painting, I almost lose interest, I'm finding. So kind of strange. Like I think maybe I'm just forcing myself after that is what it feels like. And I don't want that, because I don't want to be like, I don't want to be an abstract painter. I'm like, maybe I'm just fighting it. Maybe I just need to like get over it and go with the flow. I don't know. Maybe I'm just forcing what I shouldn't be forcing. I have no idea. It's funny to think about though. Because you never know. Art is incredibly powerful, and you just never know what's going to call you or when, and or who it's going to influence, who it's going to inspire. Like, art is just amazing. Okay, so I almost feel like I've done enough with this pink. I didn't necessarily have to use the whole thing, but these shapes are just getting me today. I do not normally do this much geometric shapes. Kind of weird. Okay, so there's that. Maybe do some on the yellow.
Well, I'm gonna go grab some paper so I can do some crafts.
Okay, that's fine. I got some there. How about right here? And right here. There we go. Rasta, what are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe I can do a light wash. Maybe I'll incorporate some of this, turn it a little purple. That way it's kind of a different color than what I've been using. And my problem is too, I feel like I turn a lot of things into Easter colors and I don't mean to. So that's what I don't want to do. Because I did have a really hard time with like colors at first. And I got those color cubes by Sarah Renee Clark. I love those. They have been a huge help, especially even with like these little abstracts that I've been doing. It gives a good direction and keeps me like you know, using the correct colors I should be using. So that's pretty inspiring. Okay. So let's just do... Rasta, what are you doing, baby? What are you doing? You want to come over here with me? There we go. Add some different color to it. And do this. But yeah, if you guys like have some favorite artists that you follow, or I mean, they don't have to be ones that are living, obviously. Let me know in the comments. Like, I would love to check them out. Maybe it's somebody I've never heard of and I should have, or I need to. But yeah, I would love to check out as much art as I possibly can to get as many ideas as I can. Rasta, come here, baby. You can come here? Come here, baby. I know you want to. Come here. Rasta. There we go. I kind of want to move on to a different color now. Rasta, baby. Come here. You want on my arm? Are you going to behave? Rasta. You want to be nice? Come here. Come here, babies. Rasta. Step up. Step up. You be nice. Okay. Be a good bird. Be a good bird. Wow, I walk away from for a second and look at this and it's like super bright. Wow. Okay. We gonna be a good bird? We gonna play nice? Would you like some? Want some millet? Good bird. That's a good bird. Okay. Now I kind of want some of this orange. And let's mix some of this red and kind of see. Ooh, that's pretty. But I do like the other orange too. That is a pretty color. Okay. Let's do... There we go. It's a good bird, Rasta. Good bird. Yeah, like the first week I already had the bird like eating out of my hand and like, here you go, babies. Want some more? Doing step up, but it would only do it for Millet, of course. And then she was doing target training. Even yesterday, I actually took her out for like 20 minutes at the very end of the day because I couldn't handle the bird's cuteness. I had to just take it out. But it did target training on this little station toy thing that I got, like a tabletop toy, basically. But yeah, it was like doing really good with the target training yesterday, so I was impressed. Good bird. You're making a mess on my page. That's funny. I'm almost done filling this page up, and then I'll be able to do what I saw on that post on Pinterest, which I'm totally copying the inspiration from, as far as like the colors and then the design, but I don't have anything pulled up, so I'm not looking at anything in particular. I'm copying kind of the design. You are making quite the mess, you little piggy. Yeah. You hear the paper crinkling in there? Is she making a craft? And Madeline loves to paint, so after this, when I'm painting, I might set up her little palette station thing so she can start working on some more of her foxes, because we're going to try to get her stuff into a local gallery that they're taking children's artwork. They opened up a new section just for children's work, so we're going to be doing that, trying to get her stuff in there. Go. But she has to have at least 5 to 8 pieces, I believe is what they said. I believe. You're a noisy eater, you know that? He's a noisy eater. I don't know if you guys can hear Rasta eating, but oh, you're dropping millet on my page. And I love it. For homeschool, we're reading The Secret Garden. I don't know if you guys ever watched that movie when you were younger. That was like one of my absolute favorite movies, and she watched it for the first time I don't even know, maybe like a month ago. So I surprised her with the book for homeschool. So we've been reading that as part of our language arts. It's pretty cool. Yeah, outline a little bit of that. Ooh, that got a little sloppy. And maybe put some orange. Maybe we should just do some splatters. Okay, apparently it's not wet enough to do splatters. Now try it. It's hard to do this one-handed. I'm holding the millet for the bird. Oh, sorry. Am I shaking? Am I shaking too much for you? I kind of think that's enough orange. So now what color do I want to do? Maybe we can mix it with some of the pink. Let's see what... Oh, that's pretty. I'm digging that. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it on this. It's actually a really pretty color. Okay. Trying to cover the whole page with just abstractness. And you know, I should have scored out more turquoise, I think. Rasta's a good bird. Yeah, he's a good bird. Really behaving yourself right now. That's awesome. He's a good bird. Yeah. Being a good bird. As long as you don't bite my ear again. Otherwise, we're gonna have some words there. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna like them words. Okay, I'll get you more millet. Give me just a second. You're okay, Rasta. He's a good bird. Okay, here you go. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna possibly fill in the rest with this turquoise, the phthalo turquoise. And oh my gosh, and another artist that I really love is Alphonsus Mucha, because he's like incredible, just incredible. I love his work so much. Art Deco is like my favorite style, time period, like all the things. So, but I just don't, like, I've done an Art Deco piece, and I'm not gonna lie, it's like one of my absolute favorite pieces ever. That one's currently in a restaurant here in town. But, man, you have to have patience, and unfortunately, it's just not my style. I like working quickly as far as like the painting process goes. I love layers, but I don't love pieces that take me months to complete. That drives me insane. So I'm trying to figure it out still. Still figuring it out. That's okay. I was hoping to like be done and graduated with the Milan Art Institute already. But just the amount of like, the fact that I'm still experimenting and still trying to figure out who I am, what style I want to paint, what I want to make for like my first collection. It's taking a while. And I feel like, you know, maybe that's normal. I'm hoping it's normal, but then again, I'm not exactly normal, so. But is anybody actually normal? Oh my goodness. I thought I was gonna do the whole thing in turquoise, but I changed my mind. It's a good bird, Rasta. It's a good bird. Okay. Trying to just block this little section in. A little difficult. He's a good bird. Yeah, he's a good bird, Rasta. Good bird. Really hope you behave yourself today. I want to be able to let you out all day long. Yeah, that's what I want to do. All right, let's see. What can I do for these last two sections? Maybe I should do, I want to do an X. So let's do that. Has anybody else had any really weird dreams lately? Hopefully not just me. I've had some like really weird dreams. I'm like, what did I eat? Crazy. Okay, let's do the top. Hi, sweetheart. He's a good bird, Rasta. Oh, he's just making a big old mess. That's funny. Okay. Okay, so now we got an X there. Good bird. Maybe, oh, that's dry. Maybe we'll make a green. I don't know. Like a really bold green. It's okay, Rasta. He's a good bird. Yeah. We can do, ooh, it's kind of an ugly green. Oof. Didn't really have that kind of an ugly green in mind, but that's okay. At least it's still more blue, so I can't complain. Okay. And we'll probably have to throw that in over here, just so it's not the only spot with that hideous color. Okay. And then there we go. And maybe we'll throw some red in there. There we go. That made a really pretty color. And good thing this is acrylic, so it'll dry pretty fast. Oh my gosh, you guys, my freaking cart on Blick is like a mile long. And boy, if I had the $800 to get everything on there right now, I'd be so ecstatic. There's so much that I want to get. I feel like getting art supplies, oh crumb. I feel like getting art supplies is like my, I don't know, it helps get me in super creative mode. Because it's like, ooh, new art materials. I want to try this. I want to try this. I want to try this. It just kind of gives me like inspiration all over again. And I freaking love that. I love it. So maybe I should just bust out the credit card and say, screw it, and just get the things anyway. That's cool. I really do feel like this is giving me like construction vibes. Oh, it's kind of terrible. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure I use some of the colors in other areas too, not just one. Not just one spot. Okay. All right, I think that is good. I'm gonna let that dry for just a minute. Oh my gosh, I have millet seed everywhere. Hopefully I can get all the color out of that, because the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with white and do almost feel like it's a reverse concentric circles. Oh my gosh, your seeds are everywhere. Oh my gosh, Rasta. Quit dropping it on my staff. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, kind of like reverse concentric circles. So instead of doing the concentric circles and then like kind of filling them in as I go, I'm gonna do the circles on here and just kind of block in areas and just kind of see how it turns out. And I guess I could go in with like other mediums on top of that too, like after I do the circles, just to give it more interest in some of the circles. But I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the circles and just kind of see how it turns out. Some of these colors are a little strange now that I'm like looking at it. The green definitely does not fit. Which one does not belong? And this orange, I should have just left this orange, I think. Or like these oranges, I don't know. I love the turquoise, the pink, the yellow, this purpley color. So next time maybe I won't blend and make a green, because it's kind of ugly. All right, let's take the white, especially before it dries. I just gotta make sure this is completely dry before I go and add the circles on there. I'm just making sure it's still recording too. Let's just do a circle right here and see what we think. Hopefully I squirted out enough of the white this time. Yeah, I was super bummed. I was already filming this the other night, and then like everybody just started coming in because they want to see the bird, and I was like, I'm recording. So I had to delete that one and start all over, and I had literally already started painting too, so I was kind of like, okay, I just snorted your freaking seeds. Rasta, you just got that everywhere. He was a good bird, babies. He was a good bird. She get bored of hearing me blab? Yeah, now they're all stuck to the paint. Rasta, use a silly bird. Okay, how about this? this spot. And now I have millet in my paint. Okie doke. Then let's do one right here. And I'm not even like thinking about this. I'm just kind of just doing it. Just to see how it turns out. See what's captured in each circle. Rasta! He's a good bird, babies. Yeah. He's a good bird. Yes. I'm talking to you. He's a good bird. Yes, you are. Yes, sir. Make that one more round. There we go. Yeah. I hear ya. Chirp. Chirp, chirp. Let's see. Kind of like this. Yeah. But see what I mean? How it's kind of like reverse. Oh my goodness. Reverse concentric squares. Or circles, I'm sorry. I kind of want to do it right here. Perfect. And then in between the circles, I'm going to paint over it. Yes, baby. I don't want to completely lose that, so let's do this. Yeah? Can you tell me all about it? Yep. Yep. I don't know. I just saw something like this on Pinterest and it just like, I loved it. I kind of went with some wild colors, I think, but it's actually pretty cool. I like how it turned out. So maybe I'll do, yeah? Oops, got another seed on there. It's a good thing this isn't a masterpiece. Yeah, good thing this isn't a masterpiece, you little goober. Yep. Okay, so in between, I'm gonna kind of just paint so that the focal points become inside the circles, just to see like what happens. Yeah, I hear you. Seeds and all. Yeah, that's right. You're such a cute little bird. Yep. Oh, another seed just fell. Get some water on there, kind of mix that up a little bit. Bring it back to life. And I like how in between it's more transparent, so you can still kind of see, obviously, like what's underneath. Maybe not completely, but you can still see it. And like I said, if you wanted to, you could always add more detail in there. But the other one that I saw, it was more like just drawn on like circles. So it wasn't, or not drawn on, but I mean, it was painted on, but it was like wonky, like elongated circles and like big blobby ones and just different shapes. But for me, this is just something I wanted to try, see what it looked like. Because I thought it'd be kind of fun just to kind of see what ends up in the circles. And I'm sure you could be more intentional with like where you placed the circles or the type of circles you do. But this is just kind of what I wanted to do today. I don't know. It's just how it goes. Hi, Rasta. He's a good bird, yeah. So yeah, after this, I'm gonna go work on my big painting and hopefully get as much done as I can on that one. But let's pull the tape. Let's see how, oops, this one turned out. See what we think of it. Yes, I hear you. Rasta's a good bird. Well, didn't bite me that session, so that's nice. Yeah, what you doing? All right. That's totally cool. It's like different. Get some of the seeds off there. Yeah. That's different. And what colors would you guys have picked? Like, I want to know in the comments, because then I can try like different colors. Like maybe some of the ones that you guys suggest. Oh my gosh, there's seed everywhere. Maybe I can try the ones that you guys suggest, like some ideas, maybe what you would have tried. I would love to hear that in the comments. Yeah, I like this, even in this direction. It's different. It's totally different. I want to kind of see what it looks like through the camera. Yeah, that's funky. It's a lot of white though. Like I feel like I overkilled on the white. But that's okay. Yeah, it was just something different. I almost feel like this is like buildings in a city, and this reminds me of a bumblebee, and yeah. This one kind of reminds me of a construction zone. Weird. I don't know why it ended up that way today, but that's okay. This one gives me Halloween vibes. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's weird. I totally could have done like the cool random circles and different blobby shapes. Could have made it a little more interesting. Probably would have given it more character than just circles, but it's okay. That's why we experiment. Hi, sweetie. Well, thanks guys for hanging out. If you weren't too bored, if you got to finish to the end, but all right, I'm gonna hop off here, guys. I'm gonna go work on my actual painting, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. See you soon.